Want to know the secret to financial success in the new year? Well, let's dive right in, shall we? Financial success isn't about hitting the jackpot or finding a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. It's about understanding, planning, and practice. It's about setting goals and sticking to them, about making smart choices with your money today, so your future self will thank you. Consider this. Financial success is like building a house. You wouldn't start without a plan, would you? It's the same with your finances. You need a blueprint, a financial plan to guide you. You wouldn't want to build your financial house only to realize halfway through that you've run out of bricks, or worse, you've built it on shaky ground. So what contributes to financial success? First, you need to understand your financial situation. Where are you now and where do you want to be? Are you in debt or do you have savings? Do you have a steady income or are you living paycheck to paycheck? Understanding your current financial situation is the first step towards achieving financial success. Next, set financial goals. What do you want to achieve? A comfortable retirement, a new car, a dream holiday, or maybe even starting your own business. Your goals will guide your financial decisions, help you prioritize your spending, and motivate you to stay on track. Finally, plan for the future. Consider how your financial situation might change. Will you have a family to support, or will you be nearing retirement? How will inflation or changes in the economy affect your savings? Planning for the future is crucial to ensure your financial success. And remember, financial success is not a destination, but a journey. It requires patience, discipline, and resilience. It's not about how much money you have, but how well you manage it. So, are you ready to embark on this journey? Stick around to learn how to plan your financial success for the new year. The first step to financial success is setting financial goals. This isn't just about saying, "I want to be rich." It's about defining what wealth means to you in clear, concrete terms. It's about giving yourself a destination to aim for, a finish line to cross. So how do we do that? We set SMART goals. That's specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Let's break that down. Specific. Rather than saying, "I want to save more money," get specific. Maybe it's, "I want to save £10,000 for a down payment on a house." That's a clear, specific goal. Measurable. You need to be able to track your progress. If your goal is to save £10,000, then every pound you put away gets you closer. You can see your progress, measure it, and celebrate it. Achievable. This is about being realistic. If you're earning £20,000 a year, saving £1 million in a year isn't achievable. But saving 10% of your income? That's achievable. Relevant. Your financial goals should tie into your broader life goals. If you're not planning on buying a house, saving for a down payment might not be a relevant goal, but maybe saving for a dream holiday or to start your own business is. Finally, time-bound. Without a deadline, a goal is just a dream, so give yourself a time limit. I want to save £10,000 in 2 years. Now that's a SMART goal. Setting financial goals gives you something to strive for, a reason to make smart financial decisions. It gives you a purpose, a direction, and that's incredibly powerful. But remember, setting the goal is just the beginning. It's like setting the destination in your sat-nav. It tells you where you're going, but it doesn't tell you how to get there. That's where the rest of your financial plan comes in. Remember, a goal without a plan is just a wish. So let's move on to the next step. Scene script. Once you've set your financial goals, the next step is to create a budget. Now, the word budget might sound restrictive, like it's all about denying yourself the things you enjoy, but actually it's a tool for freedom. A way to take control of your money and your life. It's a roadmap to your financial goals, showing you where you're spending too much or too little, and guiding you on the best route to reach your destination. Creating a budget doesn't need to be complicated. It's about understanding 3 key things: your income, your expenses, and your savings. First, your income. This is the money that's coming in. It could be from a job, a side hustle, or any other source. The key is to know exactly how much you're earning each month after tax. Next, your expenses. These are your outgoings, everything from rent or mortgage payments to groceries, utility bills, and everything in between. It's important to account for every penny and to separate your needs from your wants. Needs are the essentials, the things you can't do without. Wants, on the other hand, are the nice-to-haves, the things that make life more enjoyable but aren't strictly necessary. And finally, your savings. This is the money you set aside for the future, whether that's for a rainy day, a dream holiday, or your retirement. Your savings are a key part of your budget, and it's important to treat them as a fixed expense, just like your rent or mortgage. Once you know your income, expenses, and savings, you can create your budget. It's a simple equation. Income minus expenses equals savings. If the result is positive, you're living within your means. If it's negative, you're living beyond your means, and it's time to make some changes. A good budget is the foundation of financial success, but it's only as good as your ability to stick to it. So once you've created your budget, the challenge is to stick to it, to make your money work for you, and to keep moving towards your financial goals. Sticking to your budget is easier said than done. It's like sticking to a diet or a gym routine. It takes discipline, perseverance, and a little bit of strategy. The first strategy is tracking your expenses. This is the financial equivalent of counting calories. You need to know where your money is going down to the last penny. Use a notebook, a spreadsheet, or one of the many budgeting apps available. The method doesn't matter as long as you're keeping an accurate record of every single purchase. Next, limit unnecessary purchases. This seems obvious, but it's where a lot of people falter. You don't need to cut out all fun or luxury from your life, but you do need to be mindful of impulse buys and frivolous spending. Ask yourself before every purchase, is this a need or a want? If it's a want, consider whether it's worth straying from your budget for. Let's move on to another strategy, setting aside savings first. This is called paying yourself first. When you receive your paycheck, immediately put a portion of it into your savings account. That way you're not left trying to scrape together what's left at the end of the month. By saving first, you're making a statement. Your future is important. Of course, these strategies are not one size fits all. What works for one person may not work for another. It's about finding a balance that works for you and your financial goals. And finally, be kind to yourself. If you slip up one month, don't throw in the towel. Instead, review what went wrong, make adjustments, and try again. Remember, consistency is key when it comes to sticking to your budget. It's not about perfection, but about making steady progress towards your financial goals. It may not be easy, but with discipline and the right strategies, it's certainly achievable. Remember, consistency is key when it comes to sticking to your budget. Once you've mastered budgeting, it's time to start investing. Now, I know that the word investing might sound intimidating to some, but trust me, it's not as complicated as it seems. Investing is essential to grow your wealth and achieve financial freedom. Think of investing as planting a seed. The seed, your initial investment, needs time and care to grow into a tree. Similarly, your investment needs time to grow and multiply. And just like different types of seeds grow into different types of trees, there are various types of investments you can make. Firstly, we have stocks. When you buy a stock, you're purchasing a small portion of a company. This means you own a piece of that company and can benefit from its success. But be mindful, as the value of stocks can fluctuate, making it a riskier investment. Secondly, there are bonds. These are essentially loans you give to a company or government in exchange for interest payments and the return of the loan amount at a future date. Bonds are generally safer than stocks, but offer lower potential returns. Thirdly, we have mutual funds. These are a collection of stocks, bonds, or other assets. They're managed by professionals and allow you to diversify your investment. However, they come with management fees that can eat into your returns. Lastly, there are real estate investments. This can involve purchasing property for rental income or buying and selling properties for profit. Real estate can provide a steady income stream and potential tax benefits, but it requires significant upfront capital and ongoing maintenance. Now remember, all investments come with risks. The key is to understand these risks and manage them wisely. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Diversify your investments to spread the risk. And most importantly, invest for the long term. It's not about getting rich quick, but about steadily growing your wealth over time. Investing is a long-term game. Patience and consistency are your allies. So plant your seeds, tend to them, and watch them grow into a forest of financial success. Just like your health, your finances need regular checkups too. Imagine going a year without ever checking your bank account. Sounds a bit risky, doesn't it? That's because it is. Regular financial checkups are a vital part of maintaining and improving your financial health. They provide you with a clear understanding of your current financial situation, helping you make informed decisions and plan for the future. So what does a financial checkup entail? Well, it's not as complicated as it might sound. It's about taking a close look at your financial habits, reviewing your budget, tracking your progress towards your financial goals, and adjusting your plan as needed. The first step is to review your budget. Look at your income and your expenses. Are you spending more than you earn? Are there areas where you can cut back? This is a time to be brutally honest with yourself. It's not about feeling guilty over every penny spent. It's about understanding where your money is going and deciding if that aligns with your financial goals. Next, track your progress. Are you on track to meet your financial goals? If not, don't panic. This is an opportunity to make adjustments and get back on track. Remember, financial success doesn't happen overnight. It requires patience, dedication, and a little bit of flexibility. Finally, adjust your plan as needed. Life happens. Circumstances change. Your financial plan should be flexible enough to accommodate these changes. Maybe you've received a raise at work, or perhaps you've had an unexpected expense. It's important to adjust your budget and your financial goals to reflect these changes. In short, a financial checkup is a chance to pause, reflect, and adjust. It's a chance to celebrate your financial successes, no matter how small, and to strategize for the future. It's a chance to take control of your finances and to make them work for you. Remember, regular financial checkups are essential for maintaining financial health. Scene script. Have you ever heard of the eighth wonder of the world? It's compound interest. Now, compound interest might not be as breathtaking as the Great Wall of China or as mysterious as the pyramids of Giza, but it holds a powerful allure all its own. It's the secret weapon of the financially savvy and the cornerstone of long-term wealth creation. But what exactly is compound interest? Simply put, it's the interest you earn on both your original money and on the interest you've already received. It's interest upon interest, a snowball effect that can turn a small sum into a substantial nest egg over time. Imagine you put £100 into a savings account with a yearly interest rate of 5%. After a year, you'd have £105. That's simple interest, but if you left that money alone for another year, you wouldn't just earn another £5, you'd earn 5% on £105, which is a bit more than £5. That's compound interest, and over time that difference can really add up. The true power of compound interest, though, is not just in the numbers, it's in the time. The sooner you start, the more time your money has to grow. Let's say you start saving in your 20s versus your 30s. That extra decade can make a huge difference in the amount of money you accumulate by the time you're ready to retire. So if you're looking to build wealth, don't underestimate the power of compound interest. Start saving and investing early. Even small amounts can grow exponentially over time thanks to this financial phenomenon. And the best part, you don't need to be a financial whiz to take advantage of it. You just need patience and time. Remember, the sooner you start, the more you can benefit from the power of compound interest. Let's recap the steps to financial success in the new year. We kicked off by setting clear financial goals, a roadmap, if you will, to guide us on our journey to prosperity. Next, we created a budget, a financial blueprint that keeps us grounded and helps us manage our income and expenses effectively. We didn't stop there, though. We held ourselves accountable by sticking to the budget. After all, a budget is only as good as our ability to follow it. Then we delved into the realm of investments, understanding the importance of investing wisely to grow our wealth. And remember, just like a car needs regular servicing, our finances need regular checkups too, to keep them in tip-top shape. We also talked about the magic of compound interest, the secret ingredient that can significantly accelerate our wealth growth over time. With these steps, you're well on your way to achieving financial success in the new year. Remember, the journey to financial success is a marathon, not a sprint.